Even though you're not loved.
Good morning. It's a dreary morning, nice and gray and cloudy, but blessed morning nonetheless. You know, got another day, so very thankful for that. Coming up on a crash? Oh crap! Coming up on a crash. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do some like Fast and Furious stuff to get off. Oh, stuck in a little traffic, so whatever. It is what it is. Felt the need to say this. I've said it in other videos. I've actually devoted entire videos to, you know, self-care and loving oneself and taking care of one's own mental and physical state. Also, you know, feeding your soul, you know, spirituality and things like that. You know, I've touched on this topic, you know, enough times, but I feel the need to reiterate this little point. And it came to me, I was sitting here driving, getting ready to make my moves and stuff like that. And, you know, yesterday wasn't a bad day, by no means. Haven't had a bad day in a while, you know. Been pretty good days. Had some pretty good days. Late last night, you know, I went for a little ride, but I also, it was late and I decided to wash my hair. Hadn't washed my hair in a few. And, you know, started to itch me and all that type of stuff and this and that. You know, just regular stuff. Sweat, whatever, from strenuous activities and hustling and just everyday life. Sweating, whatever. Just regular stuff. Regular wear and tear, you know. And so, you know, one knows that washing one's hair is, you know, just regular maintenance and stuff. And I can't tell you how revitalized I feel. I mean, I don't know how other people feel when they wash their hairs or they just do something, you know, just, I felt so just light and just felt much better about things. And as I said already, not as if I'm having a moment, not as if something happened, brought me down, I got the blues, you know, whatever, you know, however you want to explain it. Did they really have to take all these lanes though? It's one car. Oh man, they didn't even have to block up all these lanes anyway. So finished washing my hair and I woke up this morning and, you know, wrapped my hair up, you know, so it could dry and all that type of stuff. So I got up this morning, you know, oiled it up before I left out the house. And when I say it's just, I feel like $1,000,000. Like I feel like I'm looking at myself in the camera and I'm glowing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel good. Like it's a dreary day. It feels good outside though. It's like 75. I have no complaints in life, you know? And I'm not saying that washing my hair just washes away all of my problems or anything like that. What I'm saying is the little things help. Maintenance, people. Maintenance. Why is it that you think, you know, regular maintenance for your car, regular maintenance for, you know, anything you have that you use up constantly? Anything you use constantly, you got regular maintenance. And when it comes to your mind, when it comes to you, your physical and all that type of stuff, you know, you tend to run yourself ragged. You know, you tend to not keep up with your maintenance. You know, you right? You know that after a while you'll tend to start to break down, in a manner of speaking, if you don't do the necessary things, take the necessary steps you need to take to make sure you are in a good headspace. you do continue to work at your optimum abilities, you know. Once you start to like break down, once your mental starts to like, you know, you start to move a little slower, you start to, you know, not move as quickly and things like that. You're not sharp like that. You know it's time to, all right, I need to take a, you know, a day to myself. I need to, you know, get some maintenance in, you know, wash my hair, you know. Now, I do think that some people take it to, you know, an extreme, so to speak, at times. I won't necessarily like touch on that, you know, at least not in this video, because, you know, I'm not one to tell a person what they need to, you know, get through the days and feel better, you know. I just feel like as long as it's healthy and as long as it's something that's not gonna, you know, affect other people and things like that, you know, then cool, do what you gotta do. But outside of that, I think everybody should at some point take the time out to sit down and really think about the things that they need to do to keep up with their proper maintenance, you know. And like I said, the small things help. The little things help. It's those little things, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to always be, by all means, we all know that, you know, getting a nice gift, you know, a big gift, whatever, turning up, taking trips, I don't know, shoot, going paintballing. I mean, you know, I could use some examples for myself. You know, just all those things. You know, all those things. It doesn't have to be. When I say it could be, you know, the small things, I mean it doesn't necessarily have to be costly. Not knocking nobody and saying that, you know, oh, a trip over here is gonna cost too much money, or paintballing. Some people, hey, paintballing is just an extra expense. Paintballing is just whatever. I could just talk on my example, but hey, at a certain point, it just got to where, like, you know, paintballing, you know, that can't be an every, you know, 2-week thing. You know, I need to make sure everything else is handled first. Maybe once a month thing, maybe twice a month, whatever. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, whatever it is in your life is one of those small things that you do or that you need to do to keep up with, to have you working at the best capacity in which you're at the moment. Then you need to do those things. You know, don't stray away from them. Don't, you know, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Cheat yourself. There we go. Don't cheat yourself because, you know, life gets demanding, you know, work, relationships, parenting, career, whatever, you know, it gets demanding. And sometimes you feel like with that demand, you don't have time to look out for yourself. You don't have time to do the little things. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that you do. You just have to prioritize yourself. You have to, you know. You have to find the time for you. You have to find the time to say, hey, you know, let me do a little something for me today. Let me go for a walk in the park today. Let me go to my favorite restaurant, grab that meal. I haven't had time to just go get and just sit down and just eat for myself. Let me just go, you know, sit down somewhere one of my favorite places and just eat and just relax and just turn off for a second. Let me go to my favorite bar and just, you know, have one of my favorite drinks, you know, whatever. Let me go for a ride, you know. Now, y'all know every 2 seconds I find time to go take me a nice head clearing ride, you know. Got to. That's one of my small things, you know. Sit down, read a couple chapters of a book or anything like that. That's, you know, one of my small things. Make a list of the small things that you need to do to keep you working at your fullest potential. Because like anything that's constantly worked, car, machine, big rigs, whatever, you're constantly working, you don't take the time out to keep it well maintained, it's going to break down eventually. And just like that car or that whatever, you'll start to break down. It's just that, difference is that body of yours break down, that mind of yours goes. That's it. There's no turning it in and getting a new one. There's no trading it in and getting a new one. What God gave you is what you got. So you got to take care of it. All right? You dig? Maintenance, people. Small things. Later.